Hello everyone, my name is Joyada Geraldy Saragih and I'm a student at Multimedia Nusantara University. So today I want to talk about self-awareness. So what is self-awareness? Self-awareness is the practice of observing one's own thoughts, feelings, and actions. What is the benefits of self-awareness? First, you will get a better relationships. It's difficult to ask for what you want and need in a relationship or set healthy boundaries when you're not very clear about it yourself. The best way to improve any relationship is by trying to become more self-aware. Next is calmer moods. How you constantly feel emotionally depends on how you think. If you have a habit of chronic worry, for example, like you're very likely to feel anxious all the time, but when you improve your self-awareness, you learn to understand the relationship between your thinking and your moods. This makes it much easier to regulate your emotions effectively and balance your moods. Next is clearer thinking and better decision making. Poor decision making often comes from muddled thinking and unchecked emotional reactions. When you become more aware of your habits of thought and feeling, we can more easily distinguish between short-term impulses or desires and long-term values and goals. Next is increased productivity. The most common cause of procrastinating and poor productivity is a lack of effort or commitment. It's interference from ourselves. When we struggle to get to work, it's usually because on some level of our own thoughts, emotions, or habits are getting in the way. Improving self-awareness can help eliminate many of these hidden obstacles to productivity. And next, so I'm gonna tell you 5 tips to improve your self-awareness. The first tip is pay attention to what bothers you about other people. Often the things that irritate us the most in other people are a reflection of some quality we dislike in ourselves. So whenever someone does something that seems to particularly annoy or irritate you, ask yourself like, could this be a reflection of something in me that I dislike? Do I do some version of that? That's a simple thing that you need to ask yourself about. And next is meditate on your mind. Wow. Specifically, mindfulness meditation is one of the best ways to learn more about how your thoughts and emotion work. When you practice watching and observing our thoughts without attaching to them or thinking about them, you begin to internalize a powerful idea like you are not your thoughts. A regular mindfulness practice will open your eyes to how the thinking mind works and how much more there is to you than the mere content of your thoughts. Next is do some micro travel. Okay. New places and strange environments get us out of our routines and force us to be more self-aware. Why is that? Well, if you can expand your idea of what travel means to include local or nearby locations that are still unfamiliar, you can get many of the benefits of travel, including a boost to our self-awareness at a fraction of the cost in time or money. Next, learn a new skill. Learning something new increases self-awareness by forcing us to think and act in novel ways. When the only things you're doing are things you're already good at, it's easy to be lulled into a false sense of security that you know how things work. The antidote is what's sometimes called beginner's mind. The idea behind beginner's mind is that in order to learn new things, the mind has to be flexible and see things fresh like a child. This means that if you want to cultivate flexibility and freshness within yourself and the way you see things, okay, self-awareness, you should go out of your way to be a beginner. And one of the best ways to do this is to learn a new skill. And the last is make time to clarify your values. A special form of self-awareness involves becoming aware of and clear about the things that really matter to us. Like, why am I here? What am I called to do? What makes for a fulfilling life that I can be truly proud of? Well, these are big questions, and while they sound intimidating, that's probably because we just don't spend much quality time actually considering them. So it's important to have a time for ourselves to clarify what is our values in our life. So that's what I want to share today with all of you guys about the self-awareness and the importance of self-awareness to us in our life. Thank you for your attention.